Matthew.
Danny.
Been a while.
We missed a week. Our first time
Bit-
missing a week.
Missed a week because I wasn't as able to do it, but then you truly disappeared into the wilderness.
Yeah, at least 2 days, 2.5 days of just disconnected, sleeping in a tent, kayaking amongst the whales. A good little rugged adventure. Laura was like, "We need a good vacation at the end of the summer." She just finished her quarter, working very hard, and then what would be more restful and refreshing than sleeping on the ground and kayaking, in Alaska.
Was it relaxing? Did you enjoy it?
Dude, this is gonna sound crazy. My back is a lot better. Like
Really?
I had the first day of like real respite for my back. Like my body didn't hurt the way it normally does.
Wow.
I might have been sleeping on the ground. It might have been the kayaking, but like I actually felt really good. It was a good time. I camped as a teenager for a month, and I was like, "This is life changing. I need to make this part of my routine and part of my existence." And I didn't. I haven't really kept that up at all.
Yeah.
But this is the second like kind of rugged trip we did. It's not, rugged is such a like sleep in a tent kind of trip. We did another one kayaking in Norway where we spent 2 nights. But that was point to point, so we had to pick up everything, put it in the kayak, and move. Versus this one, we learned when we got there, we pull up to shore on a boat and then make our tents, and that's where we stay until we leave.
Were you with a group?
Yes,
Were they cool?
very. It's just remarkable how the politics of those people. Like we got into politics on like the second day, and I think at one point a woman was just like, "Unless anyone's here is Republican, I'm just kidding. No Republican person would be on this trip."
That's so.
We went on a hike with a guy who was clearly conservative. We did a little guided hike to a glacier, and the guy just kept spouting off little telltale signs. You know, he was like, "Yeah, we watched a movie about how the U.S. government and the Russian government like did all this stuff to like save a whale," and the whole time I was thinking like, "I can't believe they're spending all this money on it." And we're like, "Oh yeah, what a terrible thing to spend money on."
Yeah.
Saving an endangered species.
God forbid.
And he was like, I guess it's no worse than like healthcare fraud in Minneapolis. We're like, shut the fuck up. You came here on a cruise, dude. You're on a cruise. I was like, we're not cruise people. We were on a cruise last year, but we're not cruise people. I'm like, you sound like you are, buddy.
Yeah. Feels like you're made for a cruise.
Yeah. I saw a post on X. I was like, okay, that was the first giveaway, but signs.
If you're getting any information but sports off of X, you're in big trouble.
Yeah,
I stand by. Yeah, I stand by sports. We're gonna forever be kind of stuck on X.
Oh, interesting. I don't.
We're trapped.
But it's so funny how you look for little signs now to see what team people are on, and then our guide started the trip with a land acknowledgement, and I think she might have sensed the conservatism of the man in our group. And was just needling him because she kept being like, "Yeah, white people did horrible things to the natives. Yeah, when white people here came here, it was not good.
That's so
and
funny.
Global warming, etc. Glacier melt. It's really sad. What's happening?
Could you feel him?
No, I think he was just. A lot of those people are just like do 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 do, or this guy was.
That's
talking
so funny.
About money. Oh man, I'm gonna like. He started talking like he was like, "Yeah, our my friend, he already married off 3 of his daughters. He's the CEO of Build-A-Bear, and he likes to throw nice weddings. He had a wedding in France, and blah, 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 blah. We're just like afterwards, like, how much does the CEO of Build-A-Bear actually make? We looked at 1.3 million a year. We're like, that's not that much.
That's so fun. I mean,
I have friends who make much more.
How many Build-A-Bears are there?
Fewer than there were.
That's true.
Yeah.
What a wildly like smart, but also insane business model.
Yeah.
It's really the name. They wasn't the first to build a bear. They just made it gimmicky in a really smart way.
Yes. And let's note, there's no expansion on that brand.
No.
No one's they're not like moving into other territories.
And I'm
That's a stock you buy for the dividend, I assume.
mm-hmm. And I'm sure they tried.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm
Build
sure they were
and then
like,
something else didn't stick.
yeah, they were like, and also build a lizard. And everybody was like, mm.
We do private events. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're in a mall.
No.
You're in a mall. You've never had your own location. You've always been near a PF Chang's.
You'll always be near a PF Chang's.
You'll always be near a PF Chang's. But coming back from the trip was really great. Phone was off for two and a half days. Couldn't connect to anything. And we were coming back. We were heading out that morning, and we were like, we don't know what happened. He could be dead. He could be dead. We wouldn't know until we turned on our phone. I mean, we've seen boats go by and we haven't seen people dancing, but he could be dead. And then, we get in. We're like, should we just leave our phones off and live in this wonderful world where he's dead? Live in this Schrodinger's box where he might not be alive?
And we won't say who he is, but if he was,
it's the CEO of Build-A-Bear. That's who we're talking about.
Finally, at long last.
At long last.
At long last, the CEO of Build-A-Bear.
Also, I must say, I'm like, me ragging on this guy for his politics. I'm bringing up politics too, so I'm no better than anyone. I'm making it political. Just I can't not, man. I can't not.
It's hard. I've tried to. I waver. I try to do the thing where I'm like, let's not do it. Let's not talk about it. It's not important. It's not important in the grand scheme. What I say and do, minus voting and making calls, really doesn't matter in the long term. Why am I harassing this person? I go back and forth. I go there where I'm like, I'm just not going to talk about it anymore. I just want to have connections with people. This thing divides us. And then I swing back over. And I'm like, I'm going to bring it up everywhere, and I'm going to get right in your face about it. How do you feel about that? But I'm also more down the middle, so I'll also get frustrated with left, and I'll start yapping at them.
I get frustrated with left, and I hear what the right's actually pushing. I'm like, oh, I have mild complaints.
If the right could run real candidates, boy, they could really do damage. But they never will.
Need to, because their party isn't built on that.
I know, but maybe they will someday, Matthew. Can't a boy dream?
Just found so many reliable tribalistic things. They have a cult, which is really nice. We need a cult. The left needs a cult.
Yeah. We need a cult leader. We don't have one.
Oprah was the closest we had.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
She's got a Swift, but Swift would never. Swift would never need a. Yeah, we need I'm trying to think of who a cult leader would be. Gianmarco Cerezi. I genuinely.
Great candidate.
He might be. He might be the one. He might be
going into politics.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Well, we missed you, buddy.
Thank you.
Missed you while you were gone the whole time. Kept thinking, what's he up to? He's just out in the wilderness. It's a crazy thing to do. I have never and will never do such a thing. I'd rather. What?
It's so good for you. You should try it. An abbreviated version. Also, sleeping. I slept so well in the woods, and I sleep terribly everywhere else. It's like what I've had Holiday Inns that don't give me as good a sleep.
That's fascinating. I am fascinated by do you think you need a harder mattress potentially?
I don't know.
Maybe a harder mattress?
Maybe.
That's crazy because it doesn't make sense to me. But
it's the lack of stress. It's the lack of all my little phone, and I think it's just like the little I have to do this, and I need to wake up for this, and I haven't done this time. When you can't do any of those things, it's not there to bother you.
That does sound nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've thought about doing like a unplug, but I go, how could we?
I am horribly addicted to social media, though. I was still feeling basically withdrawals from it. Like I was still opening my phone, knowing there was no internet connection. Like,
Yeah,
boy, really bad, really,
I
really bad.
know. I know. I was telling you about this. I have a theory that the next generation is going to be the best generation
Yeah,
because they're the first one coming up knowing they're fucked.
yeah.
This
First one in
isn't
a
a
while.
this isn't a surprise to them. They
Yes.
know it's addicting. They know it sucks. They know it's garbage.
Mm-hmm.
We're still, and I think we're doing better than most, but like, we're still grabbing onto the AI. Wait, I'm watching nothing. What am I doing? But like, it's still like you and I have to work so hard. It's such a mental adjustment for us
Mm-hmm.
to be like this thing that was fun that we were told was good is now hurting us.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to like wean ourselves off of it. They're coming up being like, this thing stinks.
Yeah, it's really bad. Well, I also think about how fucked they are financially. Of we were always promised more wealth than the previous generation, and that's been
Mm-hmm.
promised for a couple generations. Not my not like my grandparents, I guess, or before them, but I think they're, you know, idealistically very anti-capitalist, at least from the snapshot I see via social media. It may
Mm-hmm.
not be representative, but they are ruthless uh, competitors financially. I think when you come from that kind of poverty, there's the tendency to hoard and to
Mm-hmm.
have no limit to the wealth you seek. And
Mm-hmm.
I think there's going to be some hypocrisy with them of claiming socialism but behaving like robber barons.
I think that they're going to be. I do think they're going to be, but they're aggressive. They're going to be smart and aggressive financially because they know going in. That's the
They're going
key
to be
for them.
greedy. Yes.
Yeah, they're going to know it is the system isn't made to help us.
Mm-hmm.
Like you and I are still just even like with stand up, which is an outside the system thing. We're like, oh, the system doesn't work,
Yeah, we're
and we,
waiting on our Prince Charming still.
yeah, I
Still
still
some
wait.
part of me is waiting to be anointed,
Yeah,
though my logical brain knows those days are very long gone.
it's
And
on
we'll
us.
all have to be self-made. So yeah, there's an independence and a spunk that I think they'll know to have.
Yeah,
Uh, that we should have some of. But I think that when they gain control, it's going to be ugly. When you have the like the C-suite starts to get occupied with Gen Z and Gen Alpha, it's gonna be like, oh.
I have
Or
faith.
maybe they'll have some like sense of morality
I
based on the what they've seen.
Yes, this is partially a premise, but I really believe they're going to be really good
Good. They're
because they
not
know,
educated. They've never learned any school.
but they're
How about
street
this? They're
smart.
not like schooled
Yeah,
because they don't have to write essays. They don't really have to read. God, I've just seen what it's done with math education, and you know that whole why learn this when a calculator can do it? Like
mm-hmm.
we had a calculator, which is so minuscule compared to what I mean.
Yes,
The problems you can solve with the internet. The problems I did in college, there was no calculator to solve. There's no cheating in college. It was like if you did it, you did it, and
yes,
it was a miracle.
yeah. I mean, they can cheat. But also I think they're street smart. I think they're going to be very street smart, and by
Aren't they
street
less
smart,
socially aware as well because they've been stunted by the internet? Sorry to set fire to your premise, but they also
no,
don't have great interpersonal skills the same way we don't. We were stunted by digital
Your Honor,
communication.
I think they just have different interpersonal skills. I think it's all different.
True.
I think that they're going to. I think when it comes to like I forget what it was. You just said something else that I said I disagree with, but I think that
Interpersonal skills.
interpersonal skills. I think they're going to be fine. They know how to communicate with each other. They just do it in a different way. They're not as needy as us, and we've had to adjust to the world of if I want to see friends, I have to fight for it.
Mm-hmm.
I have to fight for it. The world doesn't make me leave my house.
Yeah.
I have to make myself leave the house. And we have I have friends who aren't in stand up who are losing that fight. They know it. They know it going in. They're ready for it. They're not as cool socially as us, but I also think that's because I also think it's like they all. I think they're just as cool socially. and I think they're aware, and they're aware of the danger. I just think they're more aware. They're
They're
aware
aware
of
of
the
the
world
dangers, yeah, but that could lead to a stifling paranoia.
potentially.
I just think that interpersonal skills are indispensable. There is no world where people don't need to have emotional intelligence and charisma.
Sure.
That will always be the skill that sits in your head, and I think it will be more rare. But what you're saying is pretty interesting. Of like, it will take on a new form.
Hmm.
Like you're saying, like their digital communication has layers of subtlety. We are very rapidly falling behind. The same way when boomers text us, they'll end a sentence and dot dot dot, and we're like,
Yeah.
you don't know that's a sign of aggression. To you,
Right.
that's a subtle thing. To us, that means something else.
Hmm.
Like the way they punctuate, the lack of exclamation marks. Um, is the over formality of text messages. Like,
Hmm.
we will have that very quickly relative to younger people. There was something very interesting I saw on this trip. There was a woman on this trip who was very, very intelligent, very charming, very worldly, and she was talking about AI being bad. And then I looked at her water bottle, and there was a sticker, and the art was clearly AI. It wasn't the most flagrant example, but I know,
Hmm.
you and I know, when something's made with AI art. And I was like, that's AI. And I didn't have the heart to tell her that sticker I think you just bought, that otter, its eyes, it's
Hmm.
clearly AI. And she just couldn't recognize it. And that might happen to us soon.
I, I think we're the. I mean, this is coming from a Homer place. I think we're the exception generation. I think my generation's doing better than the generation above us and below us because we kind of came up in a sim. I think because the internet hit us, we're kind of like, oh, it's the internet again. There's
Mm-hmm.
traps, there's tricks. We have to be smart.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're adjusting faster. Not great, but better. But this next generation, they're gonna be smart. They're gonna be on top of it.
Yeah.
They're gonna
I mean,
be.
we're not financially better.
No, we got killed financially.
Though I heard we're doing okay. No, no, wait, no. I've heard Gen Z's doing better than us financially. Like,
That sounds
us at
right.
25 versus them now at 25 is
Yes. Well, because we all left our house.
you're saying they saved on expenses by living with their parents?
Yes. They were
It's
smart.
an earnings thing, but
It could be. I don't know. Earnings? No way. Earnings are so down.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know up from down.
Hey, you and me both, baby. Welcome back to America. We're happy to have you. I know you were in America technically.
I know, but one time I left for Alaska and I packed Canadian dollars. I didn't even think. I was like, wait, why did I bring these? In my mind, I thought I was going to Canada.
Yeah. Yeah.
Canada should be more mad that we have Alaska.
I think the entire I don't understand how we got Alaska. That's one of those that you look at on a map and you go, how did we do that?
I'm glad we did. From Russia. We bought it for like, I think it was like 7 million or something.
So crazy.
That's a good deal. I'd buy it for. You want to go? Like, I'd go in with a couple friends on it.
Oh,
It's
have all
incredible
of
up there.
I hear it's beautiful. I hear it's beautiful. I've never been to Alaska. I want to go. I want to go hear good things. I was in London since you last
Yes.
saw me. I was in London. Gorgeous. Um, gorgeous minus their food. Gotta figure out the food over there.
It's very bad.
Gotta crack it. I think we gotta sit down as a it's like with America, there's like, people come here and granted this seems like a bigger thing when it comes out of my mouth, but they come here and they're like, the guns are a problem. And we're like, yeah, no, we gotta figure that one out.
Yeah.
And we're working on it. We're figuring out the gun thing.
I've had people say that to me when I'm traveling abroad. They're like, I want to go to America, but I don't feel safe. And I was like, you're not going to get shot so
Yeah.
long as you just don't go to a school. Don't hang out at a school and you won't get shot. You're like, oh, you're so paranoid. Just as long as you stay away from schools, no one's going to shoot you.
No one's gonna shoot
Fucking
you.
idiot.
That's so funny. Have you said that on stage?
No, it's
That's
too
a good
dark.
one. It's
It's
good.
really dark, man. You laugh,
Yeah,
but
well,
it's a real bummer.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure, it's a real bummer. It's a real bummer that's the thing. It's the
Yeah.
real bummer that that's the thing of when you go, if you travel, when they talk about America, they're like, I think I think the reputation of us being like not nice, I think is not real. I think people like other countries like us. I think we've become much more self-aware, I think mostly. I think
Mm-hmm.
we're less annoying tourists. I think that we are I think we have a lot going for us as a country. And I think the one thing that when you go overseas, everybody says is like, what is happening with your guns?
Yeah.
What is going
I
on? And
get that
we're
a
like,
lot.
yeah, that's the
Oh,
one.
real quick. Uh, Hiking in Juneau, we went to a hike, pretty kind of like a remote. It wasn't like the most populated hike. It was a good little couple miles out in the woods. No cell phone reception. I run into Omid Singh.
Whoa.
Yeah, he goes Matthew. I was like, whoa. He was doing a cruise. Hey,
That's
question: how many cruises do you think there are in the world?
so many more than we think. I don't know, but so many more than we think.
I guess 10,000. Laura guessed 1,000. The answer is under 400.
No.
Yeah, like actual
Really?
ocean cruises. It's a really small number. Isn't that wild?
Yeah, that is wild.
I also thought it was gonna be a huge number. I'm like, no, there's gonna be so many more. 10,000. And Laura's like,
10,000.
I don't know. Laura guessed high because I guess high.
I assume every day there's a cruise.
No, and it's also a very American thing. China hasn't gotten in on it yet. Apparently, there's like 2 in all of China.
Oh,
And they
they're
get
gonna.
into
Oh,
it, and boy, will they get into it. Ooh, buddy, that's gonna be a booming business.
I mean, these cruises are good money. From everybody I hear.
I loathe them with all of my being. It's so
It.
hard to not judge. And I see the people getting off the cruises at the port in Juneau, and they're all wearing sweatpants. They're all dressed like Fetterman, John Fetterman.
Huh.
They're all dressed like that all the time. Like you could look nice today, but you just chose not to. And then the dock, the port is full of these like really tacky jewelry shops, like lots of them. In this
Yeah.
really small town, there's like chain jewelry stores, and I'm like, what's the deal with this? And our guide is like, oh, those are owned by the cruise companies, and they like pack up and move from port to port.
Yes. This I've heard. I've heard that there is a business built around like, okay, this is where the cruise ships dock, and everybody just goes like, put out your worst.
Yeah, Times Square on the road. Yeah,
Just literally create the Times Square version of Juno. Like,
yeah.
what is the most kitschy, terrible stuff we can make? It's yes, they do target it. That
And we hate
said,
it. But what's funny is us hating it as some kind of like, you know, reverence towards nativism of this is corrupting the actual culture. It's like the locals love this because it bleeds money into their ecosystem.
oh, it's great. It's a
The same way I love tourist crowds at comedy clubs in New York. That's also weird because I live in a tourist city, and I don't hate the tourists. I'm like they're part of it. Like they're annoying to walk around, and
yeah.
on the subway they don't know what they're doing. But like I'm happy to give people directions. I'm happy to. I love telling people like places to go. It's part of our ecosystem.
It's one of the last places cruises are one of the last places left for people just go to a comedy show just to laugh.
It's also good. I mean, I'm a big fan of anyone doing the craft for money, even if it's in a more I don't know, a capitalist system, a more
Mm-hmm.
what's the word I'm looking for? You're you're doing less the art, but more
The business?
the
Like, what do you mean? Like,
business. Yeah, I think it's beautiful, all of it. Because most of us, even people who do it in its purest form, still. I mean, like I always think Seinfeld. That's my cat. Seinfeld still does corporates. So like even at that level, you have to do some version.
you and I are going to do corporates for the rest of our life. You and I are going to do, we're going to do all those things for the rest of our life. This will be what we do.
Yeah. Wait, I'm sorry. I cut you off before I brought up the Omid Singh thing. You were talking about something else that was more interesting.
No, was I? I was in London. I was talking about the bad food.
Bad food in London. That's it. Thank you.
Bad food in London, brutal. They got to
Guns.
figure it out. Let's have a conference. Let's figure it out. Then, I go from we go London. We go to the Cotswolds, which is like 2 hours, 2.5 hours outside of London for this
What is the
wedding.
Cotswolds?
It's like it's like the the middle of nowhere. It's just like England when you leave the big city.
Countryside is the. I'm just talking about the landscape.
Yeah,
Cottages. Is
countryside.
it Hobbit Town?
Um, harsh to call it a hobbit town. I would
No,
say.
just like pretty and cozy
I would say
and
Beauty and the
grassy.
Beast.
Okay,
Beauty and the Beast esque.
haven't heard of it. Sure, it's great.
Beauty and the Beast. You'd love it.
CW
Be- Beauty and the Beast.
reality show,
Beauty and the Beast
a
is
dating show.
one of those movies that you will rewatch on a plane, as I have, and you'll go, "That's spectacular."
I don't know if I've ever watched it in its entirety.
Oh, Matthew,
No.
you'll love it. It's really good. It's just like, oh, what a good movie.
Yeah.
What a good movie. It had a Beauty and the Beast feel, just very like quaint, small town. They had this castle. The wedding was at this castle called the Berkeley Castle, which was where King Henry II was sodomized to death. So that was fun. That's just a fun thing to know about it.
That's a form of execution?
That is a form of execution back in the day. Yeah, he was, I think, accused of being gay, and so they sodomized him to death in the castle.
With with objects or with people?
No, with a poker.
Oh.
I did a lot of research on this because they sort of said that, and I was like, I'd like to know more about this.
I'm like, is this like the movie Seven?
Yeah,
Like that
I
really
mean,
fucked up scene in Seven, or
I haven't seen Seven. Seven good?
oh, oh really? You should
You haven't
watch
seen
that
Beauty and the
and Beauty
Beast.
and the Beast back to back. Talk about a spicy cocktail.
Hey.
Talk about a volatile mix. It's fantastic. It's so good. It's really good. It's one of those scenes where there's like just a still shot, and you're like, oh my god, just the framing of the shot, just the texture of everything, the acting. Man, it's really good. It's really good. My cat gets very annoyed when I talk too much. He's in my lap. Hey, buddy.
Oh,
How you doing?
password.
He's looking at you.
Hey, buddy. We've gotten along. Password is one of the few cats I enjoy.
He's great, and he's gonna have a sibling. We hope soon. Wait,
Really?
yeah, we need another cat so we can just kind of leave the two of them at home together and just hire a sitter. We
Oh,
can't leave
that's
him alone with a sitter because that's not enough. Sophie Buttle and her mom just stayed here the whole week we were gone.
love a Sophie Buttle.
Sophie Buttle is such a good comic. It's really annoying.
I
She's
did. I've yelled about Sophie Buttle for years now.
speaking of being good at the internet. I'm the second Matthew Broussard online. A chef named Matthew Norman Broussard.
Oh
He
no.
just sent me he's great. It was funny because he beats me on Google, and I was like, "Fuck this guy!" And then I watched his content. I'm like, "He's really good. This guy's this is great content. He's a great chef. He's handsome and charming." And he just sent me a message. He's doing some event, and they printed out all of the people there, and his name has my headshot.
That's so funny.
I was
That's
like, "Fuck you!
that's right.
This is what you get for beating me out on Google, buddy."
That's so funny. Has this guy been a problem for a while, or did he just show
No,
up?
it's not a problem, and he goes by Matt, which makes things nicer.
Yeah.
But he's been popular for a long time online, and I think he's probably has like 1 million followers, so he's doing great, and he's also very handsome.
It's
so
tough.
I'm like, this guy just wins, man.
Oh, you're handsome
Thank
too.
you.
You
Thank
too
you.
handsome, Broussards.
But I was like, this made me laugh. I just saw that message while we disconnected. What I forgot what we were talking about. Oh, good at the internet. Sophie
Good at the
Buttle, cat. Yeah.
Um. Do you? What was I gonna say? I'm trying to think if there's anything. I mean, is there anything since coming back? Is there any piece of news that shocked you?
No, I've been really disconnecting.
Oh, that's great.
On this trip, there was a girl on this trip who was like a lawyer for the government. She's my age. She told us how she goes out every night, goes to one music show a week, refuses to pay more than $75, which puts her in front of a lot of musicians who she doesn't know, and it just goes. Goes out dancing, I think, multiple times a week. Does good work in the world.
Yeah.
just a really cool person. And at one point, someone brought up social media. She goes, "Yeah, but do people even use social media anymore?" And I was like, I gotta reset my whole life. So I want to be not watching the news. Oh, but that's I was talking about reading. I'm reading a math book, and then now I've been working on more math videos, which is remarkably time consuming and just sucks you all the way in. But I'm like feeling going through a period of disconnection from what is going on, and I really wonder if which makes me well, first of all, which makes me happier is what I should focus on, but which makes me which produces better comedy, and it might be it being in my own feelings is often better than being like in tune with the culture, because I find
So
the best
true.
jokes come from my own just powerful feelings of isolation or vulnerability. I don't know. Like, it's obviously good to have a joke about something that's going on, but that never serves me as well as like personal stories
Totally.
and
To-
quirkiness and oddities of my own.
It's so real. I've been battling this. This has been
Mm-hmm.
like a thing I've been thinking about a lot. Has
But
been because I'm very connected right now, and I'm like, and I've been writing jokes about stuff that's
mm-hmm.
topical, and some of
Mm-hmm.
it's been doing good. But I'm like, is this making me? Is this as good as me just pacing, talking to myself about me?
I don't know if you have this problem, but for me, if I let myself really indulge in what I just what I like, it's very isolating stuff. It's I can be an odd bird when I'm not trying to stay tethered. And it's not stuff it's I tend to enjoy stuff that most people really don't find interesting.
Well, sure, I do see that about you, but I
Mm-hmm.
also think it's part of your charm.
I hope so. That would be nice.
I do think so. I think that you like your obsession with math and like these and clay and these things are very likable because it's so real to
Yeah,
you.
but there's only so much you can get out of that. There's only so much meta observation you can make of your own interests before people are like, okay.
Totally. That's why I'm like, can I ever disconnect or do I need to stay somewhat connected
Mm-hmm.
so I know what's going on in the world? Like, I mean, this WNBA situation's got me all hot and bothered.
What's going on? But I'm sorry, but just wouldn't it be incredible to just fully disconnect? Because the mathematician I'm reading about was an individual who purposefully avoided all niceties and formalities and just pursued his passion with every ounce of his being. Was addicted to amphetamines because it allowed him to not sleep, because he thought sleep would get in the way of his productivity. He would do math 19 hours a day, crash out, wake up, take caffeine powder. And one of his colleagues at one point said, "You have a real bad amphetamine addiction." He goes, "No, I
Yeah.
don't." He goes, Do you think you could quit right now? You think you could take a month off?" He goes, "Absolutely." He takes him for $1,000. He says, "For $1,000, I'll take a month off." At the end of a month, he goes, "Give me $1,000. Congratulations, you set mathematics back a month."
That's sick.
That's sick.
That's sick. That's a
And he
sick burn.
wasn't wrong.
Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah, that's
That's why these
cool.
books are good. Like there's always a human. I mean, there's always a human component to these, and that's what people think. I'm just like looking at lists of numbers. No, there's always a human tale behind it. There's so much drama, and I love the history of physics and math, because you really get to like the core of what makes the human experience. It just happens to be in this very non-human form through this very dry pursuit. But WNBA.
Uh-huh. You got these two guys. You got these two guys trying to get into the WNBA. You got Inez Cantor, who's a former NBA player, who's like a complicated figure.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "I'm declaring for the WNBA." It's a publicity stunt. He's like, "I'm declaring for the WNBA." There's nothing that says I'm not a woman. I'm declaring for the WNBA, which is like a good gimmick. I think we
I
both
mean,
can agree. Good gimmick, good right wing gimmick. I see what he's doing.
it's hard to use the word good, but I hear what you're saying.
It's if the wrestling fan in me goes
Oh,
goes sure. I see what you're doing. It's obnoxious. It's annoying, but it's going to get a reaction. It's, the WNBA will have to add maybe a sentence because the WNBA already has a rule that says you have to be a woman. But the WNBA will maybe add a sentence that's like, and don't be an idiot. Like they'll literally add a sentence to like to like clarify because of
Mhm.
this guy. But then this second guy, Royce White, showed up, who is the biggest loser on earth. And he's this other guy, but he's being louder about it. It's not even his idea. He
Yeah.
stole someone else's gimmick. And as Cantor came up with this stupid gimmick, he's taken it. This guy, Royce White, is the biggest loser on earth.
Uh-huh.
He was drafted 12th overall in the NBA. But when he got drafted, he was like, I don't like flying. It makes me too anxious. And the
Sounds like he
team.
is a woman. Oh.
And that's how we get on. Boys, 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 boys.
Shots. I like a finger in my butt. Uh-oh.
Oh no! Oh god! Oh.
No, I didn't. I don't.
He was like, I don't like flying. The team was like, gonna need to fly to play in the NBA, and he was like, can't do it. So his like career crashed out. Think he played in like 3 full NBA games his entire career. 12th overall pick.
Whoa. Oh, so he just blew out all of his potential.
Blew out all of his
Tens of
potential.
millions of dollars.
Tens of millions of dollars. Difficult to work with, all the stuff. Then he like plays a little like in Canada and stuff, but like and plays well. He's like talented, but like never has the career he should have had, and doesn't make, as you said, tens of millions of dollars that he should have made. Goes then decides he's going to become an MMA fighter. Trains
That's
for
hard
two
when you're that
trains for
tall,
2
huh?
years. Only fights professionally 1 time, loses. Then becomes a politician. Decides I'm going to become a Republican politician. Has lost every election he's been
No
in,
surprise there, by the way.
and every election he's been in. He has afterwards been like sued because he misspent campaign money on like strip clubs and houses and stuff. Every single time he is like currently being sued by the SEC because he like misspends his thing. Both times he's running again right now, and his wife and daughter just gave him a restraining order, or his ex-wife gave him a restraining order. And all that to say, this guy pulling the gimmick. I'm like, what a unique figure a lot of people are going to meet right now to be like, you want to see the biggest loser? This guy. And I got so heated. I was just sitting. That was one I just read about, and I was like, oh my God, it's this guy again.
Yeah.
This guy again. It's like the most
That's
annoying
kinda
man.
great that the second one happened because I don't know if you've had this experience where you make like kind of you write a joke, it's a little edgy, but you're doing it from a place of fun and satire.
Mhm.
And then, time goes by and you see someone who really sucks doing the same joke and you're like,
Mhm.
oh, that's why
Yeah.
we don't do that.
Yeah, I
That's
think of
why we
Ned's
don't try to,
Cantor's.
like, walk the line and poke the bear because,
Mm-hmm.
because douchebags, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had a joke that I made in jest years and years ago, and then Nick Fuentes was using the same line earnestly, and you're like, ooh, yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
reflect on that.
Yep. What
Yeah.
got me here? What got me
Ooh,
here?
Yeah, not.
I haven't
not
heard
as
that
funny
guy's name as
anymore, is
much.
it? Yeah, it's not really a whole big funny silly thing.
Yeah.
Just real hate.
Yeah, no, it's a heartbreaking moment when you're like, I thought that was a good little gimmick.
Yeah.
And it turns out it's not. Matthew, where are you going to be?
I'm gonna be, buddy, Phoenix. Coming very soon. Phoenix, New Orleans is Burlington, Montana, and then a lot more. Broussard.live. Go to my punch up.
Go to my punch up. San Francisco, Miami, St. Louis. Go to my punch up.
Goodbye.
Missed you, buddy. Happy to have you back.